Hello, welcome to my channel. Oh my goodness, this is going to be my first long form video for YouTube for crochet. This video, we're gonna be talking a little bit about my whips. A lot only. I have a whip problem. Would you guys like to see my whip problem? I use a really funny system to track them. It's called the back of my door. Not these 5 down here, but everything up represents a different whip. I actually don't think all of them are on there. I also have a Notion tracker that I use that's a little bit more up to date. So I officially have 14 whips, and I'm not gonna get through all of them in this video, but I'd like to get that number as low as possible. I want to be working on them throughout this week, throughout the month of January. Not exactly sure how long I'm going to be doing this video for. Maybe I'll set a number. Maybe I'll say I want to accomplish 5 whips. I want to get this number below 10 in this video. Don't know which ones I'm going to be working on, except I do know the very first one is the one I have been working on yesterday and a little bit of this morning. Is this what I am calling the sunset sweater? Isn't she beautiful? Let me get my hook out of there. This is just all one yarn, very nice, very lovely top down raglan sweater. I do have a tutorial in my shorts for this sweater if you want to know how I made it. The only difference is at the bottom, I did decide to do this really cute scalloped edge, and I carried it over on the sleeve as well. Literally all I have to do is finish this sleeve. I'm 5 rows in. I have to do 26 rows total. And then I want to take, I have some of this white yarn. I have enough of it, thankfully. And I want to do a little bit of a border around the scalloping. And then this neckline is a little bit funky. It's a little bit too big, so I need to do the neckline. So sleeve is probably gonna take me a little bit over an hour to accomplish. Tying in my ends and doing the neckline, we'll call that another hour. I've probably got a little bit over 2 hours, maybe 3 hours left on this here project. And it is 3:32 right now. I could finish this before dinner if I stay motivated. I don't know what I am going to do for noise. I have been playing like YouTube videos and everything. I don't have an audiobook currently, so I might like shuffle through Libby and see if I find something that I want to listen to and start a new audiobook. Or I definitely have a few things from Audible that I haven't started yet. Well, I don't know how far back I have to go here, but I finished this sweater. I don't think I can go far enough back. There's a giant box on the floor here. I finished this sweater. Look how cute. I think I'm just gonna squat awkwardly. Yeah, I decided not to do the white on the scalloped on the bottom part. It didn't look right. I did scalloping up here. I was gonna do like a really big mock neck, and then I said, no, we're doing scallops here too. So here you go. A little 360 action. Fantastic. I hope you love it. I love it. I might sell it. I haven't fully decided if this is going to be a keep or a sell. If I sell, it'll be on my Etsy, but I'm going to go right now and mark this on my whips as done. I need to pick out what my next project is going to be, but first I need to pee, so hold up. Costume change. Okay, what are we going to be working on next? So I definitely want something that I can finish pretty dang quickly. I'm looking at my Notion list. Oh, I gotta take that project off the door. I'll do that in a second. I want something that I can finish reasonably quickly. It's January 12th now, and I'd like to have this video out sometime in January, so I've got to be able to finish 4 more projects in January. Ha 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 ha. So it's not going to be my Monet blanket because I'm like barely anywhere in there. One thing that I did do in this chart, which I don't know if you can see, but I have everything ranked by project type and by priority, 1 out of 3. So, and then I rank them by that. And then they also have a status. So status, the only statuses I'm looking at are if they are in progress or if I've set them down, which means that they're a WIP that I was working on, but haven't touched in a really long time. Looking at no other status. So the ones that really stick out to me would be my black sunset blanket, my ghost sweater, because I really need to work on that, my Thanksgiving sweater, my scrap blanket, although I do think that like might not be able to be finished because I don't know if I have enough scrap yarn for it. My purple thick blanket is definitely a contender. My Suzette stripe blanket for sure I could finish up pretty quickly. I don't think I have like much more to do. I'm like over halfway on that friggin' thing. My scrap green hexagon cardigan, I do not have much more left on that, and I don't have much more left on my soft blue sweater. So I think both the scrap green hexagon cardigan and the soft blue sweater are projects that I will finish in this video, but I don't think I'm gonna finish them next. I'm really leaning towards finishing my Thanksgiving sweater. So let me grab that for you. So the only reason it's called my Thanksgiving sweater is because I worked on it while I bought the yarn to work on while I was on Thanksgiving. And I worked on this while I was on Thanksgiving. I do have a theory that I need to make the arm just like a little bit bigger. I'm gonna have to try it on and see. And then I have started the next side. So it is just a hexagon cardigan, except I'm gonna make it a sweater. So instead of leaving it open in the front, I will close it. So I basically have to do this again, and then probably a little bit more on the back and a little bit more on the length, possibly. I need to compare it to another hexagon sweater that I've made before that I really love the size of. Once I do that, I'll have a better idea of how I'm feeling on it, but I have plenty of yarn in this bag, and hopefully, nope, those are just needles. I was gonna say, hopefully someone can remind me what size I used needle-wise. If not, I will just go back on TikTok and see. It's been a few days. I got incredibly sick. Honestly, I'm still recovering. I thought it was food poisoning, but it lasted for a few days. So my work thinks I have like the norovirus or something. I don't really want to talk about it, but I'm doing better now. Still not great, but better. So I have just finished the main part of this. Yay! So I need to do the length of the arm and then, you know, all the work to make it bigger here and then longer here. But I wanted to update you all because I was playing Major Yarn Chicken there at the end, and I was like, please no, I don't want to have to start my last ball of yarn in this color on like this section. I did measure this up against the other sweater, and yes, this part technically should have been a little bit bigger, but everything else besides the length here was perfect. So I decided not to adjust anything and just leave it as is, because when I tried it on my body, this part was fine. So when I combine these two together, I will make the length longer, but I'm not going to adjust it now. So the next steps will be doing this part here, which I will just do here. Okay, I finished the sleeve. It's down there somewhere. I'm not ready to finish. Hello, that's my cat trying to steal my buttered toast, because I think that'll be fine on my tummy tonight. It's buttered toast with cinnamon and a little bit of sugar because I only eat sweet things apparently right now. And then I have some tea that will hopefully clean out my stomach. And then I'm gonna watch the final episode of Severance. I started that this week. I started that 2 days ago. Yesterday? 2 days ago. And I have quite literally, I'm on the last episode of season 1. Which is really great because season 2 comes out in like 2 days. I think I was the only smart person in the world to start it this close to season 2. No, because then we wouldn't have a season 2. So I'm gonna eat this, drink my tea, chill out, and then maybe start the body tonight. Maybe not. I don't know. My arm's kind of hurting. All of me is kind of hurting. I'm tired. I'm in pain. I just want to do nothing except play Skyrim and watch my TV show and go to sleep. You want a cat shot? Cassie. Hi. He looks so evil. Evil kitty. Yeah. Today is the day that I officially finish this sweater. So this is the half that I had finished previously, although I had been looking at it and I did do the seam too far over. I literally didn't leave room for my neck because I have it seamed up here. So I'll need to take a couple of stitches out. I'll have to figure out how much I need to take out for a neck space. But I have officially finished everything that I need to do here except doing the cuff and then the seaming across. And then once I do that, I will attach the two together, and then I will do whatever I need to add length to the bottom, and then just any little like nice touches that I want to do to, like, you know, single crochet around the edges just to like touch it up a little bit. And I'm hoping I can remember what I did on this one to do the cuff. I'm guessing it was a single crochet all the way around. Yeah, that's what it looks like first. And then what was my second row though? Most likely what I tend to do is a single crochet and then a decrease. So now we're at the difficult part of every single project where I have to decide if I want to continue making my project into a sweater or if I'm happy with it as a cardigan. Oh, freaking hate this step. Every single time I get here and I'm like, man, this cardigan would be so cute. I don't know, I might leave this one as a cardigan, like make it a little bit longer. Okay, gonna go make up my mind. Here's the boy. We're officially playing yarn chicken on this color. So I have from here to here to do in the granny stitch. And I only have this much yarn left. I don't think it's gonna make it, but I'm just gonna keep going as far as I can and hope for the best. Okay, I made it. That took surprisingly less yarn than I thought. So I have this much left for scrapping, I guess. And now I'm gonna have to go around and do all the like detail work in the green. I do have to tie in all of my ends and of course block it. You need to be higher up. But we're gonna call this finished, good enough, done. Here's the final. I did decide to keep it as a cardigan because when I was wearing it like this, it just felt too tight. So let's do 360. I'm really happy with the end result. My cat's about to get in the way. Oh, he's a little bit terrified of the camera. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next project. I gotta decide what is going to be next. So this is the next project that I think would be really easy for me to finish. This is just like, it was supposed to be a blue sweater with this like really, really soft yarn that I bought, but it is just not giving what I want it to give. I really, really love this yarn, but the project's not turning out how I want it to. And so I'm getting like really frustrated. And unfortunately this yarn is like the type that will not be frogged ever. All I basically have left is the sleeves, and then I would want to do probably a single crochet around the neckline, and that would be it because I don't think it would need it around the bottom. It makes me frustrated to try to finish something that I don't even like want to be working on, that like I'm not happy with the outcome, I'm not happy with the results, and like yes, I'm probably just gonna sell it when I finish, but it's like why even sell something that I'm not proud of? I think if I was really dedicated, I could absolutely finish it today. It's only about 250 right now, and sleeves really don't take that much time. But especially like I'm using a really big hook. I'm using a 6.5 for this right now. and it's like a really loose stitch, like what I'm doing every single row. It's a pattern, but it's a loose stitch. This is a pattern that I just kind of made up while I was doing it. So I absolutely think I could finish it today, but I'm rather tired already, and I have a few things that I wanted to get done besides crocheting today, so I don't think it will get done today. I still have tomorrow. I still have the rest of the week. It's only January 18th right now, so I wanted to get 5 projects done before the end of the month, so I still have quite a bit of time, especially because I've already gotten 2 done, and the next 2, this one and the next one I have in mind, are going to be really quick ones to wrap up, where I think both of them would take like a day or 2 to finish. Done the sleeve. It's taken me, I don't know how long. I wasn't really timing it, but it's later that same day. I am actually really happy with how the sleeve turned out. I did mess up at the top. I didn't follow the pattern exactly, but you really can't tell. And I think it looks great, and the length is like perfect. So I'm just gonna do the same thing for this side, and then the neckline. And then I think what's really bothering me about this sweater is how short it is. My belly button is right here. And so it's just like awkwardly cropped. Like the top of my sweatpants is here. And so there's about an inch where, like, if I didn't have this long of a t-shirt. See, look. Got it. Wait, did I already do the neckline? I think I already did the neckline. That's what this is. Okay. Well, I have officially finished this sweater, and I did tie in all the ends because there was only like 3 ends to tie in. So here you go. I have decided not to lengthen it at all, and I am definitely going to be selling it online because it's not for me. So I need to, you know, wash it, block it, do all the things, and then list it on Etsy, but that's gonna take me a little bit. I hate doing all of those things, so it's gonna have to go up on the shelf for now until I have enough sweaters that need to be washed and blocked and everything. Now it's time to get the next project out so that I can start working on number 4. Oh, actually, next is removing this from the door. I know I didn't show you guys, but I did remove the Thanksgiving sweater from the door. So let's find this one. Let's see. Right here. Right here. And I will remove it from my Notion template on my own. So I have my whip bucket right here underneath me, and I've actually started keeping loose yarn in it that's not even whips, and this is the project that I had mentioned working on next, and I just pulled it out, and there's like barely anything left to do in it, but I am like not in the mood to work on a sweater. I have just been doing so many sweaters. What did I just do? I just finished 3 sweaters back to back, so I just want to take like a little bit of a break and work on something else for the rest of today, and I'll probably come back and finish this sweater tomorrow, and then this will be done. So we're gonna take like a little intermission, and I'm just going to work on a different whip. I don't know if I'll finish this other whip in this video or not. Like, I don't know my 5th project will be this project, but I need a break. So I'm gonna work on what I call my purple blanket project. I don't know why I call it that, because like it has so many colors in it, but it's this. I have this bit of yarn, and then I don't know how well you'll be able to see. I have 3 more giant things of yarn until this is finished, or like if I get to a point where it's like really not proportionate anymore, because you know it is only so big, I will stop. Every row is random and I get to make it up, and I think that'll just be kind of fun for my brain to do whatever it wants for a little bit. This is like a project that I work on whenever I'm just kind of wanting to crochet and not think, so I think I need that right now. I was watching movies like all day yesterday, which was so nice. I took like a total break from everything in the world. I'm also using a 6mm hook on this project, by the way. Today I watched like another one. I tried like 2 more and they weren't doing it for me. So I said, okay, let's take a break. let's come upstairs. Let's like switch locations. I was listening to my audiobook for a little bit. I'm really enjoying it. I'm listening to The Sword Defiant and I'm really liking it. I'm barely in it though. I'm like 10% in and I'm just kind of going really slow through it. So right now though, I'm kind of in the mood to watch some YouTube. So I think I'm gonna put some YouTube on, and then after like a few videos, I'll go back to my audiobook. And at some point I'm gonna have to stop and eat some food. So the rest of the day is just gonna be chilling, dishes, laundry, audio booking, maybe another movie later if I can find something that I actually want to watch. Okay, I've come to the end of that yarn ball. This is the next one. Proof. This is the color that I think will start out being the next closest. Actually, wait a second. After blue comes purple. I'm gonna swap it out. One second. This is the one that is going to have the next closest color. This blanket is 40 inches across from edge to edge. So I was looking into like blanket sizes, and that means it needs to be probably about 60 inches tall. It's already somewhere between 22 and 30 inches because I measured it when we were like, where were we? We were down like here somewhere. So it's gained a couple of inches. So I'm already somewhere between a third and a halfway. So I'm thinking one more ball of yarn and I'm gonna be done. A little bit later and I'm at about 40 inches by 38. So it's almost perfectly square now, which means I have about 22 inches I have to do this way. This is about halfway used, so I might have to crack into this one. We'll have to see. I don't have work tomorrow. I am on, I don't know if I've told you guys in this video yet, I'm on bereavement leave right now. I had my aunt's funeral on Friday, and the burial is, it's actually Tuesday, but it was supposed to be Monday, and then like really last minute it got moved to Tuesday. So Monday I actually don't have any plans. So I am going to just be kind of mourning her loss and kind of like remembering her life and trying to remember the good stuff and not like sit and focus on the bad, right? The whole point of that is I don't have to wake up early for work tomorrow, so I could stay up. Last night I stayed up till midnight. I was playing Skyrim on my Switch and I literally just lost track of time. It was raining and I had my music playing and I did not process that it was midnight. It was like 12:15 and I was like, oh, my Switch is dying, I should go plug it in. And then I was like, well, I could plug it in and keep playing, and then I realized, oh my god, it's 12:15. By the way, I don't stay up late. I am like a 9 o'clock, 9:30 go to bed kind of person, so I was very shocked by that. So I'm gonna try not to stay up late again tonight, but you know, if I stay up till like 10, 11, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm probably gonna throw this in the wash and use some like fabric softener because it is the Red Heart yarn, which is not as soft as, he's gonna go lay on my blanket. It is not as soft as yarn I'm used to working with. Even for acrylic yarn, it is rough. Like acrylic yarn, I love acrylic yarn. It's what I use, it's what I tend to go for. It doesn't bother my skin because I have a lot of allergies to natural fibers. I can't stand cotton. That's a whole backstory. Okay, my cat is like acting like he's afraid of my yarn. Oh my god, oh shoot, hold on. I don't know if he's gonna let me do it. Why are you acting like you're afraid? Why are you acting like you're afraid? It's yarn. I tend to just stick with acrylic. I know it doesn't irritate my skin. I know it's cheap. I know it comes in tons of colors. My cat is sitting on you. So I stick with acrylic, but I have learned that not all acrylic yarns are made equally. So, Kelsier. So I have stayed away from Red Heart for a really long time, but when I saw this yarn, I fell in love. It was beautiful. Okay, so you probably just saw that I got like a phone call while I was in the middle of crocheting. I literally didn't even finish one row. So my mom called me because my aunt, her sister, had been trying to call my granny, couldn't get through to her. My granny apparently was trying to call her back and then kept texting my aunt weird messages. And my granny is 99 and my granny is my neighbor. And my aunt was just really concerned about her because the messages were like super weird. So my mom texted or called me and was like, can you just do like a wellness check? Like go see what's up. So I just like walked over to see what was up. My granny was calling my aunt's old phone number from like decades ago and texting the correct number. And so when I called the old number, it basically was like, this number is no longer in use. But when you would text it, it would text to the current phone number. Anyways, so my granny's doing fine. We sat and chit-chatted for a long time, but while we were chit-chatting, she had like the news on muted in the background, and today we got up to 72 degrees. It was actually quite warm. We've been hitting like 60s in the like highest point of the day, like 62, 68 maybe, and like 30s in the lowest point of the night, and maybe 40s, but most nights it's 30s. I live in Florida. I live in Central Florida. We had the news on in the background on mute, and both of us like kind of saw the word snow, and we were like, what the hell? So she unmuted it and we were watching it, and we're in a snow warning. And it said that in my area, we haven't had a snow warning since 1977 or 78. And we're predicted, I think it said tonight or sometime this week, to get over an inch of snow. What? Like, guys, it was 72 today. 72. And I'm supposed to get over an inch of snow? Like, there is definitely a cold front coming through. Like, I have been having storms all day, all of last night. It's been like actually kind of nice, although my hip is killing me. I'm like sitting on a heating pack right now because like I'm in so much pain, and I have been in pain since last night, which I get that whenever cold fronts are coming through. I am lucky I don't have a migraine, to be honest, because I get them a lot when these fronts come through. But snow. Well, I finished at least with that ball of yarn. It is about 55 inches tall. Not the full 60 like I wanted it to be. So I also have 5. My cat's playing with the hook down here. Kelsey, I need that to be laid out. Thank you. Can you let go? Thank you. I have 5 single crochet. Sir, I need you to stop that. Thank you. Sir, I need you to stop. Thank you. Until I'm finished with this row. So no matter what, I am going to need to open up the next ball of yarn tomorrow. He's still playing with it. He's laying on it now, just on my hook. And finish at least those 5 stitches. And then what I was thinking is I kind of want to do a border in white, but no matter what that's happening tomorrow, I'm tired. It's 9 o'clock exactly. Who's out your blanket? You're not keeping that. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I think I'm just going to finish this row with single crochet, do a border in white, and then what I'm nervous about, sir, stop playing with that. What I'm worried about is because I need to do the fabric softener and like washing it and blocking and everything, is that color is so dark that it's gonna dye if I dye into the white, if I do a border in white. So yes, so I think I need to wash it first in like cold water and do the fabric softener first and then do the border in white. So I think tomorrow I will do like the literal 5 stitches, or maybe I'll do that tonight, the literal 5 stitches in the other like leftover yarn that I have upstairs, and then wash it tomorrow, leave it out to dry, and then do the border in white. Yeah, that makes sense. Or move to a different project tomorrow. By the way, this is my cat's favorite way to be held, like this. And he lets me touch his belly like this. Like I was just holding him like a baby, but he doesn't love the baby hold. He loves whatever you call this, where he can like put his head and arms and everything out. I don't know what to call it, but it's his favorite hold in the entire world. And he could sit like this for hours. I can't hold him like this for hours. He's 18 pounds. Hello, I finished the blanket. I'm not holding it. That would be helpful. I finished the blanket. I feel like this lighting is horrible. Like, this is a close-up. I did a cute little border. I did do one wash of it, and I'm not happy with how soft it is or anything, so I'm definitely going to be doing another wash. I asked TikTok for some advice, and they recommended doing like a soaking first with vinegar and water, and then doing a wash and like a dry, and that the dryer will help soften it. So but I am super happy with this, how it came out. It's so cute. I will show a better shot in a second, but I wanted to show you all. Ha, da, da, da. I get to take this off the wall, door, whatever this is. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. Not to get into it all, but I have not been sleeping well, which is ridiculous to say because I have been getting like over 10 hours of sleep every single night. But I finally went to my doctor and talked about it, and I literally just woke up from a 3-hour nap and I'm still tired. We're gonna be doing some things to try to get me to feel better. So anyways, that won't start tonight. Nothing could get prescribed tonight, but I at least got a 3-hour nap, and then I'm probably going to sleep another like 10 hours tonight and wake up tomorrow feeling miserable. But anyways, I'm going to lay this out on the floor. There will probably be a cat on it, but you will get to see it. So here's the blanket. Here's the cat. He apparently didn't want to come on my blanket. Yeah, you just want to hang out in the corner, I guess. Loving it. I think it looks so freaking good. I'm so happy with it. I have let TikTok pick my next and final, maybe final project. I'm thinking there's a chance, if I'm not too exhausted, that I could get 2 more done, but that is just going to depend on how I'm feeling. I've barely been doing any crochet the past few days because I've just been so god darn tired. So far, I have a tie right now between 2 projects, one of which is my black sunset blanket, which is in my other room, and one of which is my ghost sweater. So if the tie is still there tomorrow when I wake up and I'm ready to do some crochet, I will pick the winner. And I don't want to tell you what I want to pick because if it doesn't win, then I'll be sad. But yeah, I kind of want to finish my... Actually, I'd be happy with either of them. I would, because then I'd probably just do the other one. But I really want to finish my ghost sweater because I have been wanting that thing to be done for a long time. I just haven't been motivated to work on it because tapestry crochet takes a lot of your focus. So you can't like do it. I feel like I can't personally do it and like watch TV. At least not like something new. It'd have to be something I've like seen before, and right now I am watching Yellow Jackets for the first time, so it's like super addicting and I need to be like fully focused on the TV show. Hello! So I have picked a new project. Oh, don't lose my stitches, please. So I have decided to go back and do this, which is my black sunset blanket. There was a couple reasons. One, I didn't really want to have to focus on my project, especially because I'm watching Yellow Jackets and I'm really focused on that. But 2, let me show you all the list of projects that I have left. So I have 10 left. This is them. I'm gonna pick you up instead of holding that up for you. So off to the side here, you can see, hopefully, project type running down the list. There's only 2 that aren't blankets. When I was looking at that, I was like, if I do my sweater, that leaves only 1 that isn't a blanket. I really need to knock another blanket off of this project, so off of my WIPs, so that I just don't have like a million freaking blankets going. So I started working on this sometime this morning. I've done like 2.5 rows, which isn't like a ton, but it takes a little bit of time when you're working in the round. By the time you get here, the rounds start working a lot, like taking a while. So I had started a new one of these. This is my second ball that I'm doing, and I started a new one, and as you can kind of see, I've actually started like pulling a lot of yarn. So this is my second out of 5 total. It told me that I needed 4 in order to have a 50-inch by 60-inch blanket. Of course, I'm doing a square. So I went up and I did 5. So I don't really know how big it's gonna be at all. I also did a bigger hook size than it recommended. So it is a mystery size blanket. My cat is back and he is eyeing you all suspiciously. It's about 25, somewhere between it's about 25 inches across. We would probably call it 24 when I hadn't done that row. So let's call it 24 inches to do one ball of yarn. Now, if I can get this project finished before the end of January, it is January 24th today, then I will absolutely start working on my ghost sweater next. That'll be the next project. I just finished the second cake of yarn, so it's time to do some measuring. Let's lay it out on the floor and get some more light in here. I have officially started another row, but I haven't made it all the way around, so I will be measuring from as if that row is a half. So it is about 32.5 inches. Took me a couple of days to do that. I did honestly like 80% of the crochet of that cake in one day. And then the last 20% took me a few days to finish up because I am just so busy. It is, I don't have my watch on. It is January 27th. This coming Friday is the last day of the month. So today's Monday. I have the rest of today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to finish this project. And I have 3 more cakes of yarn. I also, though, unfortunately, have work every single day. It's the end of day today. I still have to make dinner, clean house, take care of myself and my cat, all of that fun stuff. Wednesday and Thursday, I have stuff after work, so I don't think I'll get any crocheting done. So I basically am done. I'm going to call it quits here because I'm ready to be done. I will keep working on this. I will like finish this project, but I'm like ready to be done with this. I have worked so freaking hard this month to finish as many WIPs as I can, and I know I won't be finishing this WIP before the end of day Friday, so I just need to call it here. I have decided that each month, I don't know if I'll do it for the whole entire year or how long I'll do it, but each month for a while, I want to set a goal for myself. And I already did it with this month where my goal, 1 was to not buy any yarn and 2 was to complete as many WIPs as I could. My goal had been 5. I completed 4 and I made progress on 2 of them because you didn't see, but I did make progress on my scrap blanket. Even though I didn't complete 5, I'm still gonna call that a huge success. I definitely am proud of myself. Those are projects that I wouldn't have finished normally, things I didn't really want to work on, some of them. And I think I would have finished a 5th project if it hadn't been a blanket, for sure. As for the no buy, I only bought 3 cakes of yarn and I purchased them with a voucher that I had at Michael's. So I did spend a little bit of money because it was a little bit more than my voucher had, but I'm also gonna call that a pretty good success. Like, could I have done better? Yes, I could have like just not spent any money, but I also like had free money, so I was not gonna let that go to waste. So I'm gonna call this month a B+, A-, somewhere in there. And I'm really excited. Today I sat down and thought out what I want my goals for February to be, knowing that February is a shorter month. So I'm really excited to bring you guys the update at the end of February. So in February, I want to continue my no buy goal. I want to continue clearing out my WIPs, although I'm not going to make it 5. I think I might make it 2, 2 to 3. And then I want to try to clear out as much of my yarn stash. That's going to be my main goal as I can. And I have a really fun way for me to try and do that and track it. So you'll have to tune back in and see how that goes. I'm really hoping I can do it. And I'm really hoping I have a fun time with it, especially because I feel like after focusing on WIPs for this entire month, I like really want to start new projects. And so I think focusing on clearing out my stash will allow me to make as many new projects as I want without buying new yarn. I think this was great. So much fun. I'm so glad that you joined me for this. I hope you had a good time. I will definitely be doing a tour of my 10 WIPs that I have left shortly. So that video will be up soon. hopefully, so you guys can vote on which ones you want to see me finish sooner rather than later. I hope if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. I also post videos on the TikTok almost daily. Those are much shorter videos, of course. Oh, here comes my cat. Come here. Come here, baby. Here he is. One last cat shot. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.